Welcome, all you beautiful people, to the Class vs. Crass Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Hey Jay. Joining me, as always, the Crassy one, RGT85.
Greetings. Greetings.
What, is there anything at the bottom of your shirt, or is it just Notorious?
It's Notorious B.I.G., white son of a bitch.
Pardon me for my lack of whatever culture you take as
hip-hop?
Yes. I don't do hip-hop.
That's classic.
Well, not in my world. Anyways, if this is your first time joining us, welcome. It's a 1-hour podcast, and tonight we've got a lot to cover with the Nintendo Direct that dropped last Thursday. We're going to dissect all games. Did you know, Sean, that 46 Switch games were covered in that Direct?
How many? 47?
46.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
It's a lot of games. And we're going to break it down a la love it, like it, hate it, or meh, as we usually do here on the Class vs. Crass Gaming Podcast. But first, we're going to go over what we're snacking on. Then we're going to be talking about what we've been playing over the past week or 2 weeks. Have you been playing games, or have you just been bedridden with, I don't know what disease that came over you?
No, I've been playing games.
Okay. What are you drinking?
Water.
Are you okay?
A little water now and then doesn't hurt.
I'm concerned, sir. First your health, now you're drinking water. Are you dying?
No. I mean, you can have a little water now and then.
I don't know. Suspicious. I don't like it. And then we wrap it all up in the last 15 minutes of the show with the lightning round. That's where we take your viewer, topics, questions. We hash it out between us. But most of all, we're here to have fun, have a good time. If you haven't already entered, in the link below, there's a link to the Class vs. Crass Discord there, as well as a giveaway. This week is a giveaway to, what's it called? Little Dragons Cafe, which is a Switch digital code that we're giving away, worth an entire $60. So it's one of the biggest game giveaways that we've done on this show so far. So do enter that link if you want a chance to win that. All right, let's get started with, also, we're going to be trying something new tonight. I've got some new slides and stuff to divide the show up. So if for some reason that doesn't work well, it's the first time. Sean, what are you snacking on?
I just ate some fish, so I'm not eating right now.
You seem to eat a lot of fish on Sundays. Sunday fish day?
It's a good meal. I like a fish patty.
Of course. So I don't know if you guys have this in the US, but in Canada, once a year, Lay's likes to do like these world flavors of chips. Do you guys have that?
I don't think so.
So every year they release 4 flavors of chips, and they usually taste like shit. But because everybody buys 4 bags of chips to taste them, they make money off of it. So they keep doing it. And this year, I picked up the taco flavor chip, and it's quite tasty. Really enjoy it. Taco chips. You'd be surprised. It actually tastes like a taco. It has the crunchiness of a taco.
I mean, it sounds good.
It's surprisingly good, yeah. There's also pizza flavor, but like, nah, can't do that. So Sergeant Crack says, yeah, they do that in the US as well. So you can get on that.
I would like some taco chips.
Maybe they have some in America. All right, let's get into our first section. Let's try this thing. What are we doing first? We're doing, what have you been playing? What have you been playing?
Hey.
All right. What have you been playing?
I played Wasteland 2 on the Switch. God, it's a very difficult game. You can't really progress in it like whatsoever. I've played it for a couple hours and like I keep dying and people in my party keep dying and there's permadeath. So I don't know. It's a very tough game. Also been playing NBA 2K19 on the Switch. Very good game.
Better than 18?
I'd say so. The basketball feels a little bit better. It still has all those microtransactions and shit that people hate, but I don't play the My Career mode, which is where all those microtransactions are. So it doesn't really bother me. I just play the actual basketball. Spider-Man on PS4. We're probably early contender for Game of the Year, I would say.
Did you beat it?
No, not yet.
Oh, I finished it yesterday.
Yeah, I dick around too much. Like I just end up flying, like swinging around the city and
Can imagine.
doing a lot of side. I've done so many side missions. Like I think the backpacks and stuff like that are super fun to find. So yeah, I mess around with that. And of course a little bit of Fortnite because that's my in bed game on the Switch.
Always some room for Fortnite in your world.
Always.
Do you see the latest headline? Fortnite is causing 200 divorces. Has already been blamed for 200 divorces.
I'm sure it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like that's so stupid. It's so stupid.
I wonder who's the one that's counting that. Like, where do you find the data that? Okay, I've come through all of these court cases. 200 of them have specifically said this is because of Fortnite. Like, where does that data come from?
I have no idea.
Right.
I would maybe it's mentioned in court proceedings or something. I don't know. I've never been divorced, so yeah. I wouldn't know what all is spoken about.
It's something you don't need to live through. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I don't plan on it.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Spider-Man, I've also been playing a lot of Spider-Man. In fact, I haven't touched my Switch really in the past week. I've just been on the PS4. And as I was saying, I just finished the story yesterday, which was amazing. It's one of those stories, as much as I love swinging around the city, I couldn't stop playing the story. And I felt that the pacing of the game just wouldn't let up. Like there was always somebody calling your cell phone and kind of encouraging you to get to the next stop. I don't know how you managed to like ignore that.
It. Yeah, it's whatever.
I don't know how you can do it. They're like, oh no, you got to bring like the vaccine within an hour or so-and-so's going to die.
It's fine.
Oh, man. But yeah, the story really packs an emotional punch at the end. The whole thing, like, I'm a fan of Spider-Man. The whole thing's really good. The gameplay's so fun. So, oh, man, I can't get enough of the fighting. And so I beat it, and I got into God of War 3 Remastered today, which is free for PS Plus members this month. And going from Spider-Man to God of War Remastered, oh my God, is it awful. It just... Like the moving around as Kratos, it just feels so clunky. The double jump in it is terrible. I hate it.
Well, it's a very different game too.
I know I'm not knocking necessarily on God of War 3 in terms of it in itself. It's a good game. But when you put it next to Spider-Man, which is, you know, the latest and greatest that gaming has to offer in, I don't know, combat. And the combat with just being so fluid, just, you know, it's showing its age. It's what, like 10 years now, 12 years old?
Oh, well, you said God of War 3. Yeah. That came out.
It was one of the PS3 launch year titles.
God of War 3 came out in 2010.
8 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm at 93% done. All I got to do is clean up all the crime in Manhattan. I did everything else, and I just have to collect the suits, and I'll have 100% of that game. And Platinum Trophy. It might be my first Platinum Trophy I ever get.
Look at you.
Do you have any?
No. I don't even pay attention to trophies and things like that.
Yeah. I will in a game that I really enjoy, and as soon as that there's one trophy that's ridiculous where they're like, you know, you got to do something that's completely outside of normal gameplay, that's when I just give up on it. And there's usually always one, which is why I don't have one so far. So aside Spider-Man, God of War, I also picked up Assassin's Creed Chronicles because it was on sale last week. And that's the 2D platforming one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, don't pick it up. It's not good.
It didn't look very good. Even as a 2D game, I didn't think it looked very good.
Like Mark of the Ninja, which is a really good stealth indie game that's 2D style, does it really good and it's really fun. So I thought Assassin's Creed was trying to do that, but if they were trying to do it, they failed. They just failed. Where'd you go?
No, it was you, sir.
What?